Good morning. We're in the Bronco. Hope you guys had a good Halloween. Still wearing some of my costume. You like it? So I'm trying to get comfortable because I just thought we could have a conversation, and every time I turn on this camera, it just doesn't work out that way. Okay, hold on. Let's see here. Is that good? That's good. It's a little bright. Sorry. Let's just talk. Let's just do like a talk. This is for those of you that are invested in my channel, my life, my story, want to know details. I owe it to you. Give you guys, like what the hell's been going on. I've taken the last month to just like regroup, heal up a little bit, get my head on straight, and I'm ready to like move on and move forward. So I think I need to like just close out this last chapter. So we're gonna do that in this video. As I told you guys in the previous video, yeah, I started a relationship with the guy at the shop. A few months in, he started going through like a lot of struggles, stuff that I've already been through in my life. So I was not afraid of them. I'm like, you know what? I'll help you through this time, help you navigate through this storm. Let's do it together, I like you. We have a lot in common. I'll stick around, I'll stick around for you. And so we downsized his shop and decided to move into my RV together. And then the shop that we went to offered to let us park the RV there at the shop. So we said, all right, we'll stay for the summer. I'll go ahead and work on my rig. I'll take off after it cools down. He'll finish a bunch of his unfinished work and then start his new job working for somebody else when he's done at the end of the summer. So we move into this RV and I'm like, you know what? I need a project. I need something to do more than just like work on the RV. So I start ripping apart my dashboard, as you guys saw. And then as I was doing that, the Suburban fell in my lap, my dad's Suburban. And I'm like, perfect timing. I'm at a shop. I got the summer. And then, this guy that I'm now living in an RV with was like, yeah, I'll help you with the Suburban. I'm like, this is perfect. But shortly after we got there, we start living in this RV. Man, you guys, I'll be honest with you. I wasn't uploading. I became way too invested in his life and all of his problems, and I just saw my potential going down the drain. Everything that I had built, and I became resentful. I'm like, what am I doing in California, rebuilding a life here? This is not what I signed up for. This is not why I just busted my butt on this RV for a year. What am I doing? Drinking every day? Like, that's just a whole nother story. Like, him and I just did not have, we were just party buddies. You can't have two people that like to party that much in one relationship. It just doesn't work. And so suddenly I just like woke up. And it was June and I'm like, I can't do this. What am I doing? I gotta get back on track. I don't wanna be talking about all these things that we can do but never executing them because we're partying too much, we're drinking too much. Like, some people can drink like that every day and handle their shit. I can't. I can't. And I would rather be alone and sober and healthy than be in a relationship where I'm just like not meeting my potential because I'm not in the best environment for myself. And so when I woke up and sobered up, to me the relationship was over. And he understood it and we remained friends, and we still just carried out our plan of staying in the RV, sleeping apart now, finishing projects, and remained friends and had respect and love for each other and just tried to get through. He's getting his stuff together, I'm getting my stuff together. So that was happening over the summer. Just all of a sudden this relationship that had so much hope crashed and burned, And then my project started crashing and burning. It was just one thing after another going wrong. And the closer that fall came, I started to freak out. And I was like, oh, there's no way I can take this RV across the country by myself and pull a Bronco. So as you guys all saw, I decided to turn this Bronco into a tiny home. So now I had the Suburban, Bronco, all these projects going on, a very awkward relationship. Fall came. Next thing I know, the guy that's still living in my RV, but now is going and working at this job 2 hours away. Waking up at 4 in the morning, going to this job, and coming back at like 12. Which stressed me out because we started the Suburban project together. And now it was, okay, yeah, I'll be back in a few days. In a few days he'd come back, and then Whoops, I broke a gasket. I'll get another one in a few days. Oh, this gasket broke again. Days turned into weeks, and I just started losing my mind, and then my Bronco started breaking down. So I was just stranded, and instead of like asking anybody for help or like a ride to the grocery store, I was just being stranded and freaking out and freaking out on him and blaming everything on him. Like, how could you just, you know, he's supposed to go to that job 1 or 2 days a week, and now you're there 2 weeks straight. How could you just leave me here? Like, I was so mad at him and turning into a crazy person and drinking every night at this shop by myself, and this closed shop, like trying to go to sleep and freaking out over all these projects that I can't do by myself. And then it was getting really bad and dark. So every time I'd see him or I'd hear his alarm go off at 4 in the morning, I'd start screaming and yelling. And yeah, then I started talking to another guy that works, there's like multiple shops on this property. Started talking to somebody else that I've been friends with, and I was telling him the whole situation, and he started laughing, and he was like, wow, you really got yourself stuck. And those words just like echoed in my ear the next day. You got yourself stuck. And I just decided, like, just because him and I were in a relationship and he tried to help me and we didn't finish what we tried to do, it's not his fault. It's not his fault that I took on all these projects. Whatever help he gives me, I should just be thankful for. Like, he's not responsible for finishing my projects for me. And I just like woke up and decided to like do whatever I could do at that point. So yeah, paint the Suburban, get some orders out, get the Bronco finished, keep working on the Bronco. But then every time I would see him and we'd work on something, like, yeah, things just kept getting delayed, and where he would need more time to put this gasket on, or throwing the thinner in the paint and ruining the thinner, or my hood blew up because I didn't close it all the way. I got a new hood, and then he sends me a text message, oops, I ran over your new hood accidentally. Oh my God. Like, I started to go crazy. I started to think that this guy was like purposely sabotaging me so that I would be stuck there. And so, yeah. I get really nervous talking about all this because it's just like really raw and honest. But like in my heart of hearts, I know that he's just not that type of guy. So I was just going crazy, you know? Like, my brain was going crazy. And I just needed to get out of there. And so this other guy that works at the shop that I became friends with, he like saw that I wasn't doing too good, and he said, hey, I'm leaving for Europe tomorrow. Would you like to house sit my house? You can drive my Bronco. We'll get yours figured out. And at first I said no, and I was so bummed he was leaving. I'm like, you're the last person I know that can help me. Like, and now you're leaving too. Like, I'm just stuck here. I'm stuck here. And I thought about it, I'm like, all right, I'll go house sit. A shower, a kitchen, a working vehicle. Go figure out what the hell I'm doing, whether just to throw in the towel or not. And just being devastated over not finishing my dad's Suburban. And I kept all the footage from you guys because I just so badly wanted to just have this big reveal video. And yeah, the injection pump just won't stop leaking. So it needs to be rebuilt or replaced at this point. And I just don't have the time, the space, the resources to work on that project anymore. Now I'm living in the Bronco. So yeah, I officially moved into the Bronco because I just can't be sitting at that shop waiting for things to happen that aren't happening anymore because I'm going crazy. So I got the Bronco figured out. As you guys saw, if you watched some previous videos, I've been driving it around. Right after I upload this, I'm gonna go camping on some BLM land tonight for the first time and give this thing a shot. And just been trying to do trips like that. So I drove up to my brother's house and back the other day, and just been trying to take care of the Suburban and figure out what the next step is for that. I got it to a point where it's like so close that it's like heartbreaking, but some moves just need to be like made right now. So gotta figure out either to sell it or to store it somewhere. And hopefully in the future, maybe I can have another shot at it to finish the project. And the RV is still parked at the shop, but it's parked up on the property somewhere else. I've just been clearing it out, and I plan to have that out the same time that I get the Suburban out. So hopefully within the next week or so. So tonight we'll just keep test driving the Bronco, and it seems to be running pretty good, so that's exciting. So yeah, I'm just ready to move on and to close this chapter, you know, of all this other stuff. And that's what's been going on, you guys. I just needed to remove myself from the situation, and that's what I've done. So Jared, so yeah, camera boy, we're just taking a break right now from talking. We just don't communicate at all. We both just need some time. And yeah, it's been so good just being out of that situation and away from that, just what was turning into such a toxic environment. It's like I was smoking like a half pack of cigarettes a day up there, you guys. A half pack of cigarettes. I left that property on October 1st. That's when I stopped sleeping in the RV. And I have not put a cigarette to my lips since then. Like, sometimes you just gotta back away. Back away. I didn't even realize what I was doing, you know? That is the real deal, folks. Okay, I'm gonna go try to get this uploaded and edited in a short amount of time so that I can wrap this up, and I'm gonna give you guys a Bronco tiny home tour. It's not completely done, but you know what? It's time to just... Shit, that came off. I just really noticed something came apart. Okay, see? That's why we're driving it around and getting this thing on the road. Just let things fall apart. I can fix them. Okay, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this kind of real talk.
It's a strange world we live in. All we want is loving, searching for things unspoken. We can't hold this charge.